Okay, the other thing I want to say, last week we got a question that asked us cars that are hated now that will be loved in the future, because we often talk about how a lot of the cars that are beloved now were hated when they came out. And it was a great question, and we wanted some time to think on it, and so we did think on it a little bit, and we came up with a couple of answers. The new Supra and the Sterrato we mentioned last week as cars that we think are disliked now but will be loved in the future. The Sterrato is the best one.
It's already starting on the Supra.
It is. The Supra was never hated now, but there was always this it's not a real Supra, you know. And
people will love it. I agree.
The one that we came up with that was the best one, the one that's most worth talking about, is the new BMWs, the M2, the M3, and the M4. All three of those cars people are hating them, complaining, et cetera, and in 20 years, they will all be incredibly desirable cars.
When the new M2 came out, everybody was saying it's too big.
Too ugly.
And then 20 years, first of all, that'll be a small car probably, and it will be desirable.
And the styling is often what makes these cars desirable.
I do like how the M2 looks, to be clear.
People hate it. People think that the front end is too big, that it's weird. It's okay, fine. But I remember every other car that was ever hated, including people didn't love how the Supra looked. It was too soupy. It was too melty, et cetera, et cetera. Now, people are obsessed with all these things. The M2, the M3, and the M4 are going to go down as the last six-cylinder manual BMWs. They're gonna. And this and the M3 with its big bucktooth front end are going to be absolutely beloved icons of BMW in 25 years.
Probably one of the last manual inline-six cars.
Yeah, cars, period. Yeah. I agree with that. I've said that since they came out, and that's why I view them as special. So I've never had a problem with the way they look. I don't really care as long as it has 6 cylinders, rear-wheel drive, and a manual transmission.
And it won't soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if these are the last. And one thing I've learned about cars that become valuable is it's often cars that were the last. And that mid-2000s era that we always talk about that gave us Courier GT and Ford GT and all these other cars, it was the last pre-screen, pre-hybrid, pre-automatic takeover. And we didn't know it at the time, but it was the last. And when you look at these cars, you can just tell. This is it. This is the end. It is ending here.
Most M3s and M4s that I see are the competition models, which are all-wheel drive tips.
So that's going to make the sticks even more desirable. Yeah, I guarantee you, mark my words, in 25 years, the comps will be worth less.
Yeah,
it's like the soft top NAS Defenders.
Trust me, you're not going to need 25 years. Oh, no, that's the case. I really don't think so.
I mean, look at F1 versus manual Ferraris, right? My buddy Pat, who used to sell at Newport Beach, said they would get an allocation for a stick, call every customer on their 430 list, and they would all pass. Because they were waiting for an F1. And now what? Sticks are what? 3X?
Buy the turntables. That's right.
Okay.
I do think one other one that Ken mentioned that's worth noting, the Hummer EV. Maybe the only time they're going to try to do something that outrageous. The Hummer H2 at the time was kind of hated. Now kind of.
You think the Hummer EV?
I think that
the Hummer EV has a shot.
I think there's an
GMC.
People love the Hummer H2 right now. I think it's kind of gone through this ironic thing, and people I see them occasionally.
The H2 has had a little bit of a comeback.
It's had a comeback.
And this kind of like over-the-top styling, which the Hummer EV is.
I just don't think they're going to stop doing this. I think they're going to keep doing cars like this.
That many.
Maybe, but I think there's kind of an ironic of its timeness about the Hummer EV, which is so describing it as a concept is so bizarre.
Yeah,
here's this thing that's supposed to be big and burly and just
but it's electric. Screw you, but it's a convertible also.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's ever really going to become valuable. I could see it have a moment in 20 years.
I'm not going to say super valuable. I bet it will become beloved by a certain sect of people, and I think the Cybertruck honestly probably falls in that same category too, of being like really emblematic of right now.
Yeah, but I don't think that will ever be loved.
You'd be surprised.
No, right now is the Cybertruck's best.
People love the Pinto. And then that was
true.
A terrible
There are cars that are emblematic of an era. Do be like the DeLorean and the Mustang, and some of them were good cars, some of them were bad cars, but often the Gremlin do often become like the Gremlin is almost synonymous with the 70s, right? Like the Cybertruck will be
so true. It'll be
to an extent synonymous with this era, whether or not it's loved later. It will certainly always have it will always be special for being a cultural moment beyond just a vehicle.
Yes, and I think those cars fall into that category. Do I love it? No. Will I love it then? No. But some people will, I think.
With everything that's happening in the economy, it feels like we're all walking on shaky ground. Prices are stuck at really high levels, and it seems like nothing is affordable anymore. It's no wonder many are relying on credit cards to cover the gaps. Credit card debt is skyrocketing, and it's leaving a lot of people stressed out. If you're a homeowner, you don't have to face this uncertainty alone. My friends at American Financing can help you take control. They can help you access the equity in your home to help you pay down that high-interest credit card debt, giving you peace of mind and real savings. On average, people like you are saving $800 a month. Plus, American Financing may close your loan in as little as 10 days. Their mortgage consultants are salary-based, so there's no incentive for them to put you in a loan that doesn't make sense. And American Financing is family-owned, and they've been around for 25 years. Don't let the chaos of the economy get the best of you. Call American Financing now. It costs you nothing to get started, and you may be able to delay 2 mortgage payments, giving you a cushion in this uncertain time. Call today, 866-885-1881, or visit americanfinancing.net/Doug. NMLS 182334, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.